This week, we're working on understanding different types of texts. We learned about fiction texts that are stories that have made-up characters and events. Informational texts give facts about topics. On Friday, we looked at the front cover of this book called A Bad Case of Stripes. We had to decide if this book was fiction or informational text, also called nonfiction. Now is a good time to pause the video and talk about what you decided. Did you think this story was fiction, where it's a made-up story with made-up characters and events, or informational text that tells you facts? Hopefully you said that this story is fiction. This story has made-up characters and events. Let's meet the author of A Bad Case of Stripes. His name is David Shannon. David Shannon really likes to write stories that are fiction. But why? When we think about why an author wrote a story, that is called the author's purpose. The author's purpose is the reason the author is writing. Every author has a purpose or a reason for what they're writing. Some authors write because they want to inform you. They want to give you information, or they want to teach you about something. Let's look at this book right down here. It's called A Frog's Life. The author of this book wanted to teach the reader about a frog's life. So they're going to give you information or facts. This next book, let's go ahead and look right here. This book is called Sharks. And when the author wrote this book, they wanted to give amazing facts about sharks. So they wanted to give information and teach facts. Let's look at this next book called Planets. It's your turn to think. What do you think the author wanted to teach the reader in this book? You can pause the video and tell someone around you. Hopefully you said that the author wanted to teach about planets. This next book is called Guinness World Records 2018. This is a book about world records. The author wanted to teach the reader about the different world records in the year 2018. Some authors write because they want to entertain the reader. They want to entertain you. They're writing a story that's enjoyable to read so that you can read through it and enjoy the characters, the setting, and what happens in the story. These stories can make the reader feel many emotions. There are some stories that can make the reader feel scared, or some stories that have mysteries that get the reader interested in what's going to happen next in the story. So let's look at some of these books down here. This book is called Hi, Fly Guy. The author wrote this book making a character a fly that acts as a human. He wanted to entertain the readers by giving them an enjoyable story that hopefully will make the reader laugh. This next book is called There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. The author wanted the reader to be able to read it and enjoy a story about something that really wouldn't happen in real life. Let's look at the next book. This book is called Just My Best Friend. Look at the characters and the title. Try to think about, why do you think the author wrote this book? This book, the author wrote to entertain the reader. This book is about a character and his best friend. You, as a reader, can make connections with this book, and it might remind you of your life. So let's go back to our book for this week, A Bad Case of Stripes. David Shannon wanted to entertain his readers, so he didn't want to tell the readers facts in this story. He wanted to have the readers be entertained through a book. In fiction stories, the author really wants to entertain you by telling you an interesting story. In order to do that, they need to have characters, and those can be people or animals in a story. They have to have a setting, which is where and when a story takes place, so that it helps you put that picture in your mind. They also include a problem, and a problem is something that the character faces and they have to try and fix and figure it out. And when they figure it out, we call that the solution. Let's talk more about problem and solution. So like I said before, a problem is when something goes wrong for the character or something that they're trying to figure out. Let's look at this picture. What is the problem that this character might be facing? Go ahead and pause the video and talk about it. Hopefully you noticed that our character has dropped her umbrella and she is getting rained on and she's having a problem because she's getting wet. Now she needs to figure out a way how to solve her problem. When a character solves a problem, we call that the solution. The solution is how the main character fixes or solves their problem. So go ahead and look at the picture. Can you tell how our main character has fixed her problem? What is the solution? Go ahead and talk about it. The solution in this picture is that the main character has a new umbrella. It is now covering her from getting wet. She has a raincoat and a rain hat, which also helps her from getting wet. And she may have had a friend that came by and helped her as well. Let's practice thinking about problem and solution. So on this side, we'll have some problems, and on the other side, we're going to think about some ways to solve those problems or some solutions. The first problem that we're going to talk about is this sentence right here. Lily fell off the swing and skinned her knee during recess. That sounds like a problem. Poor Lily. Can you think of a way that she can solve her problem? Go ahead and pause the video and talk about ways that Lily can solve her problem. So there are more than one way that a character can solve their problem. So when you guys talked about it, you probably found a couple different ways that you could solve this problem. Here's what Lily did. She went to see the nurse. The nurse cleaned her knee and gave her a Band-Aid. Let's do another one. This time, Jake spilled his milk during lunch. That's his problem. I wonder what a solution could be for Jake. Go ahead and pause the video and talk it out. What are some possible solutions for Jake spilling his milk during lunch? One possible solution could be that he gets paper towels and cleans up the mess. Let's practice one more time. This time, our problem is that Bella missed the school bus. Alrighty. Pause the video, talk about some possible solutions. So another possible solution is that Bella's mom drives her to school. That solves her problem. Today we're going to try figuring out problem and solution for our own story, A Bad Case of Stripes.